Alright, this is the final chase, episode 1. Bear with me for a moment, I just have to go and get them. Which I am doing right now. Just in case you were wondering, I am one of the saddest fucking individuals you could ever hope to meet. Excuse me for just a minute. I don't care. I'm fucking doing this. This is the final chase, episode 1. The irony of this is that it probably won't even be the final chase. But you know what it's like with this 40th anniversary. If you want something really decent, you've got to buy a lot of boxes, basically. The odds are not great. So that is exactly what I have done. There are 3 episodes of the final chase coming, and this is episode 1. I've put it off for too long. I've had these boxes for at least a week now. There are more coming as well, but I'm not going to share what is going to be coming with the final chase episodes 2 and 3. This will be a 3-part series. I'm just going to go because I've been waiting here for too long. This is taking up a lot of space, but there's a reason why I want to do these top 3 boxes first. So what I might do is move these other ones to one side. And then we're just going to crack these 3 first, and then I'm going to do the other 4. I'm going to do them all right here, right now. The reason is simple, really. Well, I suppose it's because of how damaged I am. I'm just going to do this, In this episode, or I should say this series, I'm not going to talk about made up topics or anything like that. I'm just going to go because I have to crack more of these because there are cards that I really want which I don't have yet. Now I'm going to share with you the cards, those that are at the top of my list. It would be nice to get more USRs, I will be honest, but obviously I'm talking about numbered cards when it comes to the 40th, right? Anyone who knows this set knows, in the 40th set you've got LGRs, you've got CRs, URs, something like that. I've got them all. I do have them all. I also don't care about the figurines, as you know, so they can fuck off to one side. All I care about is numbered cards. The USR, and I'm not going to waste any time, I'm just going to fucking go. Alright, I'm not messing around here today. I've spent a lot of money. You don't want to know how many boxes this will mean I have opened of the 40th set. I'm going to tell you. I've got a USR straight off the bat. I already know. It's Bumblebee. I already know. Bumblebee's Last Stand. I actually already have one of these USRs. I'm not unhappy to get another USR straight off the bat, but I would have preferred it to have been a different one other than this one. This is 289 of 399. I will get this graded. I'm going to sleeve it for now and top load it to one side. Put it to one side. It's kind of a shame, really. There are 17 types of USRs. Yeah, see that? I would have preferred to have got one of the other types. I already have this card. That's I think when you know that you really need to step away. Very interesting for me to have gotten that. But what am I doing this for? Well, anyone who knows this set knows I don't know why I'm turning that around. I've had a couple of drinks, okay, so excuse me as well, bear with me. I'm going to fly through these because these, I've got them all, you know. They flood this set with those cards that we've all seen many copies of, you know. It's the XRs that I want, and anyone who's watched me knows I've gotten the XR for Megatron. It's Megatron. I've gotten the XR for Bumblebee, and it's one of my better cards, I'll be honest, just because it's one of my rare cards. But, excuse me, is the XR for Bumblebee what I would have chosen of the 4 XRs that are available? No, obviously not. Anyone who knows me knows that's not the case. No disrespect, I don't dislike Bumblebee as a character, but really, that's I mean, look, you know, a numbered card is a numbered card, right? That's not terrible, you know, but I want another XR, and I am going to outline it right now. My XR tier list, just in case anyone was wondering, and most of you are going to be, anyone who knows me well, which means probably not too many people, are going to be able to guess. Don't know why I sleeved that one but not the other one, but it is what it is. I'm really sorry. I have had a couple of drinks today and I'm still going, but I just want to crack these and see what I get, you know. So right here, right now, I'm not kidding, in addition to these 3 boxes, I'm going to crack 4 more. But the XR is the card right at the top of this list, right at the top of the rarity chain when it comes to the 40th anniversary. And in order of preference, you might say, I would have, even if I hadn't gotten an XR before now, I would have chosen Bumblebee would have been the first in the list from lowest to highest. Bumblebee, then Grimlock, then Optimus, then Megatron. If I get from what I have here to open, if I get a Megatron XR, I am very likely going to stop buying any more of these. I wouldn't mind an Optimus as well, but I've got to have a Megatron XR because of how I feel about Megatron, and I'm going to just kind of carefully put you over there. I really wish I hadn't gotten the same USR as I got before. I don't know how many times I need to get Bumblebee's Last Stand. For anyone who doesn't know, look, I'll just get it now so you can see it. I'm not unhappy to have it, but do I want 2 copies of this? No. Why would I? I already have one, which I've graded. See that? Same card. See that? This one is number 282 of 399. It's a prize collection, like it's a it looks good, it looks alright, but do I want to get the same card? No, of course I fucking don't. Why would I? You know, I want to get a different one. That was 282. This one is 289. I'll get it graded just because it's a numbered card, but I could see me considering selling that card. You know, it's a bit of a shame. Like, you know, I'm happy to have it because it's another USR. A numbered card is better than not getting a numbered card. But was it what I would have wished for? Obviously, no. Really, it wasn't. You know. I don't know why anyone is watching me, really, because I'm one of the most broken individuals you could ever hope to meet. I mean, you know, what I do in life, I do really well. I'm very good at it. But what I need is a bit of a readjustment on what I do in life, you know? That sounds really sad, right? I didn't want the final chase to go like this. I wanted it to be sort of, you know, full of rainbows and shit, didn't I, really? You know? I wanted it to be a happy occasion, you know? But I didn't see myself getting a USR that I had again right off the bat. Look, I'm just going to dump URs, LGRs and CRs. I'm just going to dump here. I'm not going to bother to sleeve them anymore. And I'm only going to sleeve numbered cards. That's all I care about. I've got all of the others. So we're going to fly through these, really. We are going to fly. I know you kind of want to see it. If you're one of those who's watched me since the very beginning, and I don't know why anyone would, really, because of how boring I am. You know? I don't know what I'm doing in life. All of these cards, these ones here, I've got them all. You know, I've long since got them all. Nice to have another Optimus lenticular, being honest, but I've got all those. Do I want any more? No. I want the numbered cards. Give me an XR. That's what I'm in this for. That is most certainly what I'm in this for. So I am going to dump and run. I am going to dump and run. I'm happy to have, you know, another numbered one. I am. You know, because it's like a piece of history almost. You know, because then you know you've got something that is unique. You know, because I could buy more figures from, you know, AliExpress, or get more 86 figures from the local shops, if any of them actually ever find their way to Western Australia, you know. But then it's no different to anyone else's, because everyone else who's bought that figure has got it as well, you know. Is that weird? Yeah, it's fucking weird, isn't it, really? You know, I'm not all there at the best of times. And just in case you're a bit confused about the gravity of this situation, what I'm going to do is those other 4 boxes, you know, because I've opened, well, 3 now. I'm going to put them right here, just so you kind of get an idea. This guy's not fucking around. See that? I'm not fucking playing around here. I want more fucking XRs. You know, I wouldn't mind a Grimlock, but I really wouldn't mind these. Fucking hell. You get loads of them. You get loads of them, didn't you? You know, I'm going to fly. I'm just going to fly and go, you know. I probably shouldn't open these when I've had a couple of drinks, you know, because you're seeing basically a guy who's had a few to drink and is obviously spending more money on cards when he should. Basically, you know, flying through these cards. Fucking hell. I couldn't tell you how many of these I've got. I have at least half a dozen. You know. Really. And I'm tired of them, really. I want more XRs, you know. The problem with, you know, I've been doing this for a while, right? I have been doing this for a while. And the problem with my collection is that I don't mind that one. The problem with my collection is, do I know what my best card is? No. You know. And what I mean by that is, well, I got the XR of Bumblebee, but because I don't really care about Bumblebee, it's not high up on my list. Right? You know. I got the XR of, yeah, so I got the BP of Soundwave from Series 3, but is that high up on my list? I mean, is that at the top of my list? I don't know. You know? As a character in G1, I kind of, like, I didn't dislike Soundwave. Oh no! No! You're look, okay. I take everything back that I've said. This actually just refutes everything that I was saying. This has become my number one card. That was kind of the problem that I was saying, really. I'm going to get this graded without a doubt. That is a numbered card. 144 of 199. I pulled an XR number 2 Optimus. You do not know. You do not want to know how many of these boxes I've been through. What I'm going to do right now. Where are they? Did I move them? I fucking moved them. I'm sorry. This is wonderful for me. That, what I want is XR number. It's either 3 or 4 Megatron, right? I'm guessing it's probably number 4. Right? This is lovely for me to have, though. This is absolutely divine for me. That is. Okay, look, I will carefully put that to one side for now. I can't believe this. I'm sorry, but I've been through maybe 25, 30 of these cubes since the last time I pulled a numbered card. Before today. So before even that USR. That ain't bad at all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to lay that gently right here. I want to cover that straight away. Is there something on there? Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? Who is watching me? This is crazy. Where are... Yes, sorry, hold on. I have a stack of... this is brilliant, really. These things. Ultra Pro card preservers. I think they're the best when it comes to protecting these. Oh, brilliant. No way. They go in there so nicely. Look at that. It's effortless, really. That is my best card. Oh, okay, okay, Simon. Let's. Okay, so I've opened 2 boxes. Sorry, 3. Really? And I've pulled an XR and a USR. So, winning. The Cybertronian Jackpot Chaser is back, baby. He is fucking back, isn't he? Welcome back. We missed you, didn't we? And I've got 4 more boxes that I am going to crack right here, right now. You know what's kind of gay, right, really? Back in the old days, every time I used to get a special card, I used to say, hello. Now I just say no. Like, I need to get a different motif, you might say. Oh, why are you watching me? I'm so boring. I'm really sorry. Fucking embarrassing, isn't it, really? But this is a very good time for me. Where the fuck did I just put my scissors? Oh, fucking suck. Let's go. We could have another one. I am feeling confident. I got Optimus. Why am I spending this much money? Can you help me out? Like, why? Why am I spending this much money? Why? Because I'm getting relics like those. That's why. Well, I hope everyone is well. I hope you are well. I can't believe I got Optimus there. That's crazy. Hello, Starscream. Starscream. Starscream! Only a select few ever lead. Cheers. Good time for me. I don't know what it is, eh? I'm 51 years of age, and I've held down full-time work from maybe when I was, my 20s weren't great really. I was unemployed a lot really. I really was. I don't mean to go off on a tangent here really, but by and large I've had one full-time job after another for the last 20 years. And I don't care about any of them, like, I'm sorry, but I really don't. Like, you know, and even the insinuation that I care about any of them is laughable, really. You're fucking joking. You know? I only do it so I can pay the mortgage. I don't care. You know? It's weird, isn't it? I've got nothing invested in. I'm so. Why are you watching me? I'm so fucking sad. I've got nothing invested in life. You know? I'm 51. I was sort of like, you know what? I didn't really ever want kids, if I'm being honest. I mean, I couldn't be that cruel because, you know, life is just like sort of a lot of pain, isn't it, really? Like, you know, why are you so negative, side? Why are you so fucking negative? I do like this LGR. If I think, didn't Audi come out recently with a like a mug that uses that as a cover for it? You know, it's a nice one, really. Can't believe that, guys. I can't believe I got another XR and it's Optimus. Well, someone has just, like, it's not. It's if you know me, you know the card that I really want is Megatron, right? The XR with Megatron. I'm not unhappy to have this though, because another one of these, I should say, because it does kind of exemplify Bumblebee's sort of struggle, really. He had like a resolve, you know. He was like one of the smallest Autobots, but that kind of gave him character, really, you know. One of the problems with Michael Bay's Bumblebee is they tried to make him sort of bigger and stronger all of the time. But it was the fact that he was one of the underdogs, you might say, as far as Autobots were concerned. You know? Bumblebee was the same size as Cliffjumper and smaller than everyone else. Sorry, I'm really fucking up here, aren't I? I can't believe I got the Optimus XR. Oh, this is brilliant. I've got more boxes to open yet too. Look, ridiculous. Why are you watching me? I'm so fucking boring. But the good, you know, the good, right? I don't pretend to be interesting though. Like, you know, give me credit, right? At least I know I'm fucking boring. You know? Like, I'm not pretending to say anything that might interest you. I'm not like, sorry to say, Markiplier or some shit like that, where you've got like people who pretend who be something different. You know, I'm not interested in being something different. So if that means I have like 20 fucking subscribers, I don't care, because I'm not in it for some fucking subscribers. What do I give a fuck, right? What do I want subscribers for? You know? I'm really making a fucking mess here, aren't I? But I just want to crack these as soon as possible and see what I get. I can't believe I got that XR Optimus. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Brilliant, really. I love this fucking set. You know, if I do not get XR Megatron from the boxes that I've got here, the other boxes that I've got here to open, I am going to buy more of these because I want XR Megatron. You know, that is my holy grail a bit, really. It is absolutely my holy grail. You know, I don't know what it is about Megatron. I don't know. I did reference it in a previous video where I said, you know, the beauty of Megatron, I suppose. I say the beauty of, right, that's sort of stupid, but when you get older and, you know, the problem is, as a species, we're not fucking good to each other, are we, really? You know? I'm just really fucking flying through this shit now. You know, I'm making a right fucking mess. I'll clean it up off camera. I don't care, eh? Oh, no. I don't care what happens, eh? When you get an XR Optimus, you get a card like this, you know, there is no way that I do not spend money almost immediately following the recording of this video to get cards, including that one graded. You know, I get that back and it's got something like with the 10 written on it. Fuck yes. If I'm being honest, this is probably, for those of you who know the 40th anniversary set well, this is, I would say, probably the best LGR. You know, Metal Fest is cool, right? Because it's like a good lot of, you know, sound wave, music, all of that. And the special guests listed there as well. You know, see that there? Ravage, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Rumble, and Frenzy. It's fucking, you know, that's a great LGR card, isn't it, really? Fucking a really good one. I can't believe it. Can't believe I got an XR of Optimus there. See, I'm a lot happier now. You probably can tell, right? I know. Because I now have a card that is undisputedly my number one. You know, that was the problem. I mentioned it before I pulled it. That was the problem. The problem was I didn't have a number one, a clear number one. If I could have given the award to any two cards, it would have been either the XR of Bumblebee or the BP of Soundwave from Series 3. You know? But the problem was I didn't know. You know? Because the XR is the better card. Like the XR of Bumblebee from this series. The one thing that blows my mind about the XR, and I can't help but think about it every time I look at it, is that unlike every other card I've got, it glows from every fucking angle. Like I look at it now, for example, and I can see like there's like a light cast upon it. And it's different to every other card that I can see. You know? These aren't bad as well, really. Oh. Fucking you are a badass motherfucker. So, you know, whereas every other card I've got, while it's good, it doesn't really glow from every angle. You know? And I know that's kind of a weird sort of litmus test, like or a weird standard to adhere to or to apply to these cards. But it, you know, it does have that effect on me. I really like this set though, right? You know, like I like the Series 3, as you know, those orange boxes. You've seen me open a few of those. And the reason why I think I sort of really liked those is because I feel like that set gives me more along the way. You know? Although, that said, this 40th set is really giving out the goods this afternoon, mate. No, oh no, that's an LGR. Simon, just relax, calm your farm. Don't get fucking carried away. See, that's the problem. I get fucking carried away. You know? They're nice though, aren't they? They're alright, really. The problem, I've got like half a dozen of these, if not more, that I could get graded. But the problem for me is they're probably just a bit too busy. There's a lot going on. It's the same with the Megatron one. Although, as you know, the reason why I like the Megatron so much is that you can see the gun there. Don't give me that Megatron turning into a tank bullshit, right? Oh. But these, you can tell they have had a level of polish applied to them which is far in advance of everything else. All of the other cards on this set. I'm really, honestly, I'm really happy at that. That's brilliant for me, really. That's made my day, really. Like, you beauty, you absolute fucking beauty. Okay, is XR Optimus at the top of my list? Right at the top? No, I will be honest. What's right at the top of my list? That would be XR Megatron, right? But when you get an XR Optimus, that is a sliver below the very best. I mean, you might be one of those people who prefer Grimlock, right? Me, Grimlock, love Challenge, all of this kind of stuff. The fact that the Dinobots had such a large part in the movie, But I'm not kidding, getting something like that, there is no way that I do not get that graded. A fucking P, mate. There's no way. Fucking brilliant. And I really hope it pulls a 10. But whether or not it does or not, you are my number one now. You are my number one. 144 of 199. Oh, this is a brilliant fucking set. Just when, I said it before in a previous video, and I kind of feel like it's true. The 40th set responsible for the highest highs and the lowest lows. I mean, it's kind of true, right? I've got a video on my channel of me cracking 8 boxes of this set, and I got fucking nothing, right? And I was really demoralised, right? Because when you crack 8 boxes of this set and you don't get anything, that's like $300 you're just fucking pissing down the fucking drain. Endless repeats like this shit over and over again, right? I've got so many of each of these cards, right? But that's the thing. When it hands out numbered stuff like that, it honestly, it's like an oasis in the fucking desert. You're like, baby, where have you been my entire fucking life? You love to see it, don't you? Yeah, I've got a lot of cleaning up to do here, haven't I? Oh, very happy at that, though. Very happy at that. I like these LGRs, though. They're okay. They're just very busy. Simon, why are you making such a fucking mess? You suck. What are you doing? I know, right? That's fine. Let's just get that over there. That's okay. Do you want to know how many of these cubes I've been through now? How many I've purchased, right? My AliExpress, if I count up all of the cubes that I've been through, and if you assume 3 cubes to a collector set, my AliExpress sales history says I've purchased over 60 of them. 60. 60. Are you fucking ill? You need help. Yeah, I know. But I had to keep going, you know why? Because I wanted something like this. I wanted something like this. I am proud to have Optimus till all are one. You don't get too many cards better than that, mate. I don't fucking care. You just do not. I am going to be getting another batch. I've opened all 7 boxes here now, so I'm about ready to wrap this up. I am about to get another set of cards graded. And, I really hope you pull a 10, mate. You know, nice to have one of these, though. I say nice, right? I like the level of detail that's gone into these USRs. I do. But I would have preferred it to have not been, obviously, the same USR as I got before. But a numbered card is a win all day long. There's no way I don't get that graded as well. Well, I don't know why anyone's watching me, but those of you who are, you're like brothers to me. I'm really, look, honestly, what a fucking mess. This has been episode 1 of the final chase. And as far as this mad final chase is concerned, you can expect more. I'm not going to share details on what those more, specifics I might say, on what those more are going to be yet. But there are more coming. In the meantime, myself and XR 2 of 4 Optimus, the best card I have ever pulled, 144 of 199. Optimus and I will see you soon.